In a world where geopolitical tensions are at their highest in decades, nations are bolstering their military defenses. From Europe to the Indo-Pacific, investments in defense technology, cyber warfare, and space security are accelerating. This year's military budgets reveal not just numbers, but national priorities, threats, and ambitions. Military budgets are more than defense. They shape alliances, influence global power structures, and drive innovation. They determine everything from nuclear readiness to humanitarian logistics and peacekeeping capacity. Understanding who spends the most and why offers insight into where the world might be headed. Defense budgets include spending on personnel, weapons systems, cyber operations, intelligence, space programs, and other miscellaneous activities. They are typically reported in USD to allow global comparisons, using data from official government disclosures and global databases. These numbers are further standardized to account for inflation, exchange rates, and special programs. As global tensions rise, nations are investing heavily in their defense sectors. In 2025, military budgets have reached unprecedented levels, reflecting shifting geopolitical landscapes. Let's delve into the top 10 countries leading in military expenditures this year. Leading the chart, the United States allocates a staggering $997 billion to its defense budget in 2025. This accounts for approximately 37% of global military spending, underscoring its commitment to maintaining global military superiority. Significant investments are directed towards modernizing air defense systems, nuclear capabilities, and advancing cyber warfare technologies. Following closely, China has increased its defense spending to $314 billion, marking a 7% rise from the previous year. This continuous growth over 3 decades highlights China's focus on expanding its military reach, particularly in the Asia-Pacific region. Emphasis is placed on enhancing naval power and cyber capabilities. Russia's defense budget has surged by 38%, reaching $149 billion in 2025. This significant increase is largely attributed to ongoing military operations and heightened tensions with Western nations. Defense spending now constitutes 7.1% of Russia's GDP, reflecting its strategic priorities. Germany has escalated its defense expenditure to $88 billion, marking a 28% increase from the previous year. This move positions Germany as the largest military spender in Central and Western Europe, emphasizing its role in regional security. The investment focuses on modernizing equipment and enhancing rapid deployment capabilities. India's defense budget stands at $86.1 billion, reflecting a 1.6% increase. This growth underscores India's commitment to strengthening its military amidst regional challenges. Investments are directed towards indigenous defense production and modernization of armed forces. The United Kingdom has raised its defense spending to $81.8 billion, a 2.8% increase. This allocation supports the UK's strategic objectives, including the development of advanced technologies and reinforcement of NATO commitments. Key areas of focus include cyber defense and space capabilities. Saudi Arabia's defense budget has modestly increased to $80.3 billion. Despite a slight rise, current spending positions the kingdom as the top military spender in the Middle East. The funds are primarily allocated towards modernizing military hardware and enhancing defense readiness. France has augmented its defense budget to $64.7 billion, reflecting a 6.1% increase. This investment supports France's ambitions to bolster its military capabilities and maintain its strategic autonomy. Emphasis is placed on nuclear deterrence and expeditionary forces. Japan's defense spending has risen by 21% to $55.3 billion, the largest annual increase since 1952. This surge is part of Japan's strategy to enhance its self-defense capabilities amid regional security concerns. Key investments include missile defense systems and advanced fighter jets. South Korea allocates $43.9 billion to its defense budget, maintaining its position among the top military spenders. This consistent investment underscores the nation's focus on countering regional threats and advancing military technology. Areas of emphasis include missile defense and naval strength. Beyond the top 10, countries like Turkey, Israel, Brazil, and Australia are rapidly modernizing their armed forces. These nations may not top the charts yet, but their growth signals increasing regional influence. Several are investing heavily in AI, drones, missile defense, and cyber deterrence. Does spending equal power? While the US and China dominate in dollars, real power also depends on training, alliances, and innovation. Smaller nations with advanced technology or strategic geography often punch above their budget. Military effectiveness isn't just about how much you spend, but how wisely. Global arms deals are breaking records. India signed a huge deal for fighter jets and naval systems, while Japan and Germany have boosted domestic production. The US secured multi-billion-dollar contracts with Saudi Arabia and UAE for next-gen hypersonics and AI-driven defense systems. 2025 is witnessing a surge in defense spending, driven by ongoing and emerging conflicts. Russia's war in Ukraine shows no signs of slowing, while the Middle East remains tense after multiple proxy escalations in 2024. India recently secured a victory in a limited conflict with Pakistan, further cementing its regional military dominance. 2025 marks a turning point in global defense strategy, with record highs in military spending. From NATO expansions to Pacific alliances, defense priorities are shifting fast. The coming years will test whether these investments lead to peace, deterrence, or escalation. Military budgets offer a lens into the world's anxieties and ambitions. Tracking these numbers helps decode future conflicts, collaborations, and technological leaps. Subscribe for more deep dives into the forces shaping our world, because understanding defense is understanding the future.